Proactive plus 2 free extras. Go to getproactive.com or call 1-800-752-4996. That's 1-800-752-4996.
Ladies and gentlemen, back here on the PM show, CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. This show every weekend, every Thursday, live at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 Eastern. Call in 800-336-2225. Email us on the weekends on radio stations, cable systems all over the country. The email address rconrad@crni.net. That's rconrad@ConradRadioNetworkInteractive.net. That is the email address. Ladies and gentlemen, the great one and only Mr. Robert Conrad with the incredible Dick Cavett, who has a book out now called Dick Cavett Talk Show. And Dick, getting on to your adulthood career, I think a lot of people don't realize.
All right, before you go to the Jack Parr,
I have a great question here that you just interrupted.
Wait, I'm sorry.
You can thank him.
Dick,
yeah.
I want to thank you for doing the show, and I want to tell you that we will plug the Dick Cavett Talk Show.
You're talking about his new book, Dick Cavett Talk Show?
And I'm leaving you now and handing you off.
Where are you going? You're here in the studio. You're not leaving.
I'm leaving my interview with Mr. Cavett. Okay, Dick, thanks. Here he is.
So there's Dick. We have to. A lot of people don't realize that you.
I have to read you something.
Yes, read it. He wants to read you something. Here you go. Go ahead.
What does this mean to you? Fred Astaire, Marlon Brando, Mel Brooks, Frank Capra, Betty Davis, Kirk Douglas, Katharine Hepburn, Alfred Hitchcock, John Huston, Groucho Marx, Robert Mitchum, and Orson Welles.
Great actors.
God, that's what a great list that is. I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's a DVD of Cavett shows, the entire shows, called Hollywood Greats. Very few people know it's out. You can be the one on your block to own it. But the thing is, during the break, I looked at this list. And what I thought of was, they're all dead.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Then I thought, no, they're not. Mel is alive and Kirk Douglas is. But the entire show, there were all these people that I sat with. These are the redwoods of the show world. And who are their counterparts today?
Yeah, well, absolutely. But one of the things, and I just don't say it, absolutely, one of the things that you forgot is you had someone that I absolutely admired that did your show.
Who's that?
Me.
Oh.
Can we get him on the list, Dick? Please.
I was afraid you only admired one person I ever had.
No. Make sure you get Bob Conrad's name.
All right, anyway, here he is now that you know I did your show, and I was magnificent. All right, go for it.
You spent many years writing on The Tonight Show, didn't you? I mean, you got into that.
Yeah, I impulsively took a monologue to Jack Parr, cornered him in the corridor. He claims it was the men's room to make it funnier. And I got a job, and that's why I'm sitting here now talking to you. Everything stemmed from that.
And we're trying to get you back. We want you back on radio. Now, where can we get the book? Is it at bookstores everywhere?
Talk Show, which is a collection of my online columns from the New York Times, as you know,
right,
is available in bookstores that know what people want.
I like that. And we can download it, too, on Kindles and all that, right?
Yes, you can. I think it's probably cheaper that way, but does that hurt me by revealing that?
No, you get them both, because I've got a copy of the book, and I've got it downloaded on the Kindle.
It's a hell of a good book. I was laughing reading it the other day.
You're great, Dick. We love you. You're welcome here anytime. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with us today.
Have me back.
Can we have him back?
Yeah.
I've got 2 more stories at least.
Well, if he acknowledges the fact that I was also one of his guests, sure.
He's going to. He's changing it. He's re-scripting it as we speak.
All right, good.
I feel even closer to you now than I did then.
Hey, thanks, Dick. Thank you, Dick.
The great Dick Cavett, everybody. Good to check. The book is great. It's a great read, and he's a great guy, and we thank him so much for being on the show. Now, you want to get back? We got a ton of phone calls and email addresses here. We have only 2 segments left here. We better get to where?
Nancy. It's Nancy.
Nancy, you're on with the one and only Mr. Robert Conrad on CRN.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for taking our call.
Okay, dear.
And I have to say our because it's 3 generations that you're going to be that are saying thank you at one time.
And Nancy's my daughter's name.
You know what? When I was younger and watched Black Sheep Squadron, that was the first Nancy that I knew of when I was a little kid.
Wow, okay.
I named her after the Sinatra song. She's Betty Grable, Lamore and Turner.
That my dad used to sing that to me.
She's Betty Grable, Lamore and Turner. She makes my heart a charcoal burner. That's you, girl.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay, what's up?
Well, I wanted to ask a question. My husband and I, and my parents, we've all followed you, through all the different shows. And my son he's watched Black Sheep Squadron a few times, and we explained to him the different things that are going on. But there was one show that I can't find in order to buy it, and we love the outdoors. And High Mountain Rangers, Jesse Hawks, High Sierra Search and Rescue, we so loved what you did with that and working with your family and the lifestyle you were trying to highlight. Do you know how we can get those?
No, and thank you for asking, because I sold all of those. Those were outright sales. By that I mean they paid a price and they owned the negatives. So I have no idea how you could access those.
Oh, how did you feel about those shows? Because we absolutely loved watching your family. And
I felt that it was a great opportunity for me. I mean, I had done what I'd wanted to do. And, you know, it's an interesting thing about actors, and he's talking about Herb Hatfield retiring, one of the few. Well, there's more than that, but he was, and I am one of them. But to get a wonderful actor like Bill Shatner, as an example, and he's a friend of Mike Horn's, and he's all over the place, acting. And I applaud that, because I saw him do a Playhouse 90 when I was in college, when I was 20 years old, before I came out to Hollywood. And I saw this guy, and I went, this is a talented guy. But there's a time, I think, when you might want to say the party's over, the lights have flickered and dimmed. Not necessarily Bill, but some actors. And I'm one of those actors that thought, hey, it's been fun. Now I've done my family. I've featured my horse. Now it's time to go and do a radio show. And that's what I'm doing now, Nancy, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm having fun.
Well, we try very hard to catch your show. We don't always get it. We sometimes have to hear the rerun of it.
But thank you, Nancy.
But thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for your support, and I really enjoyed the conversation.
All right, there we go. Got a line open, but we may not be able to get your call if you call in, so I won't give out the number anymore. Just give out the email address, rconrad@crni.net. Very important to get that out for you. And we'll get to some calls. Do we have, we got to go to France yet?
We got to get to France, but we'll go to France, but we got to go here like we said we'd do.
What do you read? Got a quick email for us? Go ahead.
Well, with Red West connection to the Mafia, Memphis Mafia, did Elvis ever pay a visit? And if so, what was that like?
Yeah, did Elvis ever pay a visit to you?
No, he never came to the set, but I came to his hotel when he was in town. I came to his house when he was leasing a house here, and I went to his home in Memphis, Tennessee, and then I saw Elvis in Las Vegas. So I spent a lot of time with Elvis for a variety of reasons, and Red West was his best friend.